AirCharge have helped us to look at the problem in a different way, because they are rolling out tables. They've offered their tables to soup kitchens who are on our website, and those tables will enable people to charge their phones. Thank you to AirCharge.
So I'm with Martin, founder of Next Meal, and one of the things we wanted to do was just have a little bit of a Q&A session about some of the work that you're doing and how Next Meal works with the cards, and perhaps you can explain a little bit about the solution and how you're trying to help the homeless with this solution.
Well, I think first and foremost, homeless people have phones. Absolutely clear, they've got a phone. All right, how can we use that? Well, on the phone we put all the sensors on GPS basically, and it knows 24/7 where the nearest place of food and support is, and that's where we want people on the street to go. Get off the street, get to the centre, get off the street permanently and receive the help you need.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the interesting things you said, because we put a couple of these into Muswell Hill, which is one of your sort of founder station, and it was a really interesting point that came back, was having 4 people in close proximity to their phones does actually create a little bit of conversation between them, whereas rather than just going in, eating their food, getting out and not having much of a chat, and I guess mental health issues are a huge problem on the street.
Yes, I think also when they're around a table like this, they talk about their phones, they talk about the apps on their phones, and they can share apps. There's great apps like the NHS app, Next Meal as an app. They constantly look at their phones, particularly people from other countries. Their phone is their lifeblood, so phones are very important. But it's also a means of help and a means of contact, of course. So if someone's in chronic need, their families can phone them, see what's going on, and remove them from the situation they're in into a better situation.
Yeah, and I think the thing is, most people, and myself included, were completely ignorant about the fact of mobile phones and living on the street. And I think the reality of it is we traditionally think of mobile phones with SIM cards, but I guess really, modern technology, you don't need a SIM card in a phone, right? They can communicate with each other, they can keep abreast of maybe current affairs, or maybe something just to keep that in touch with society. And I think the amazing thing from my perspective, and I've seen this happen so many times, a great advocate of these things, is rather than just tossing money at somebody, to actually engage with somebody when they're really down on their luck and feeling in a very lonely place, to actually give a card out and engage about how they can actually, they're never more than a mile away, or whatever the statistics are, from a hot meal. And Martin, I have to say, I think you're doing an absolutely wonderful job, and let's make this thing go global, because we certainly think there's every possibility, and certainly we'd like to support it in any way we can. And
thank you, AirCharge, for your great support, constant support and vision for us, and using these wonderful AirCharge tables as a means of integrating their phones with a charge and pointing towards very useful apps for their future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Martin.
Thank you very much.